Since we can no longer pass around our tin pails for donations at our monthly programs, consider this the virtual passing of the tin pail, as I ask you to remember to take a moment to make a donation to Moore Coast Audubon. Not only do we provide high quality programs such as tonight's, but we sponsor research, maintain a Sweet Springs Nature Preserve, and advocate for birds locally, statewide, nationally, and internationally. You can find our website in the link in the chat tonight. So please take a moment. So we are now on to our program for the evening. Dave Keeling needs no introduction since he has been orchestrating this program twice a year for the last, I believe it's 11 years. This is going on the 12th. He's introducing a new musician tonight, all the way from New York City, Oliver Glynn. Please join me in welcoming Dave Keeling, Oliver Glynn, and the incredible birds and photographers of San Luis Obispo County.
Thank you, Judy. Welcome, everyone. And Judy was correct. This is the 12th year of the Birds of SLO program. And let me go clockwise around this first slide here. It's featuring beautiful photos of birds taken in San Luis Obispo in 2020 by 17 heroic photographers with piano accompaniment by Oliver Glynn. And tonight is part one, the year of the Grebe. And I'll explain the year of the Grebe later. Before I start showing bird pictures of part one, I want to advertise for part two. That will be in October, I think October 18, if you want to write that down. Two great things about 2020. It was the year of the Grebe, but it was also the year of the rarity. We had 8 different species come into the county for the first time. 2 more that we photographers didn't get pictures of. That's pretty remarkable. In addition, we had over 20 more birds that will be in the Birds of SLO program for the second or the third or the fourth time, which makes them birds photographed every 3 years or less often than that. That's a lot of remarkable rare birds. I think 6 of those 30-ish rare birds are in tonight's show. Most of them were taken late in the year. And so the emphasis tonight will be on the Grebe, which I will explain. And in October, we still will be showing beautiful pictures of birds taken in San Luis Obispo, but there'll be some just remarkable, unusual birds at that time. And closer to getting started, I want to make my own personal encouragement to submit comments via chat. And when you do, include your name and viewing location. And doing this, you should understand, is something that is very nice for me. So it's a way to overcome part of the different and stuff about a Zoom presentation where I basically am talking to a computer screen, and I know you're out there, but your comments, make them please and send them in, and know that they will be appreciated. And now, really getting close, the first of 3 sets tonight of beautiful photos of birds will be January, February. January, February, the best time of year for ducks, including this beautiful common goldeneye sitting here, and some other lovely ducks. It's the best time of year for sapsuckers. There'll be some very nice sapsuckers in this set. And somewhere, not so much January, February, but they were taken in January, February. In this first set, there's going to be a remarkable brown pelican by Dave Lawrence and another remarkable short-eared owl by Alice Cahill. You're gonna love them. So I can no longer see Oliver. So I hope you're ready, Oliver. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, cool.
Okay, it's break time. And got the first set done, a chance for me and others to catch your breath. Put in some chat comments if you have some. We're still on the first break. And what I'm hoping to do is to have a special thank you to a Birds of SLO contributor. And it will be the Birds of SLO Lifetime Achievement Award. In my opinion, there are many people worthy and too few Lifetime Achievement Awards given, so I'm doing my part to try to take care of that. And the award winner this year has been a joyful, helpful, supportive contributor to Birds of SLO. And this year's best rated images by the peers. And that means that this Lifetime Achievement Award is going to be given to Dave Lawrence. And Dave is just a remarkable person. He's battling some eye issues, which should mean that the quality of his photos, we just can't appreciate enough. So the thing I want to, some things I learned from Dave: low angle equals good. I learned from Dave, good light equals good. I learned from Dave, a clean background is good. I learned from Dave that you need to be ready. And next, the plan here is for me to show around 90 images of Dave Lawrence in about 2.5 minutes. So that's pretty fast. If you don't know Dave, just enjoy and soak it up. If you do know Dave, I want you to try to unmute, introduce yourself, send him a congratulations, and then mute back up. And this won't be coordinated, so it won't work perfectly. It'll be a little bit chaotic, but what the hell, give it a try. And so let me start up here, and this should go. And now, anybody else out there? Do I need to do anything?
Well deserved, Dave Lawrence.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
So beautiful all the time.
Way to go, Dad. We love your photos.
Go, Dave, go.
These are just incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Stunning photographs. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dave. These are just gorgeous.
Bravo, Dave.
Absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful pictures.
These are beautiful, Dad. I think the only thing you might photograph better are your grandkids.
Thank you, everyone. I'm hearing all this. Thank you so much.
Audubon should make an exception and have Dave do a slideshow on his wildflowers.
Okay, that's the end of that.
Dave.
My congratulations to Dave. And if I can go one forward, the award comes with a shirt, as everyone I hope can see, and that shirt should be delivered even as we speak secretly to Dave. And now I need to stop the screen sharing. And Dave, if you're out there, this is your chance to
How do I show?
say hello.
Here it comes. Here's my shirt. Thank you so much. I'll get it camouflaged with dirt in a moment. Thank you all. Kind words. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Thank you, Dave.
You're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm talking to a Grieb here, and I am now hopefully ready to get started on the second set. Hopefully you can see that the second set is labeled March and April. And I wanted to say, I'm all flustered now, that if you want to add more congratulations to Dave Lawrence via chat, please do so. But please don't write, Dave, your photos are so good. because there's more than one Dave. So make comments about Dave and say Dave Lawrence. In the second set, we're going to start off with the Emperor Goose. The Emperor Goose is a bird that we saw last year, first time in over 50 years, since 1966, I think. So that's pretty cool. Also in this set, there's going to be a cattle egret for the fourth time. It's not nearly as rare as the Emperor Goose, but pretty unusual. And a yellow-crowned night heron, which first seen in 2017, and then there were two of them, and then they came back several years in a row, and they've sort of lost their status as being really remarkably rare birds, but they're still pretty uncommon. And also there's going to be some lovely owl babies in the set, and a Phanopepla that's just gorgeous. Western tanager, some beautiful hummingbirds. And I'm hoping that I'm ready to go. If Oliver, if you're still out there, I hope you'll be ready to go, and we'll do the second set starting now. I lost Oliver. Okay. Whew. I'm a little nervous. That was the end of the second set, and before we do the third and final set of the evening, I want to say there are no further awards, so everyone can relax. And I need to do a little more talking here before the next set. And working backwards, when this set is done, the show is over, I'll be happy to answer questions if I'm still breathing. And I will attempt to shift to gallery mode so that I can see you out there. And then before the end, the last part of this last set will be the Grieb Finale, the year of the Grieb. And I want to just talk a little bit about that. The pied-billed grebe and the eared grebe were not particularly special last year, but I lumped them in with the grebes. They're handsome birds. The horned grebe is a normal winter resident here in the area, but they classically fly north before they go into their breeding plumage. So we usually see them in their much more dull winter plumage. And this year there was one that remained in the Morro Bay Harbor in its breeding plumage. It's the third time I've seen that. So once every 8 years or something like that, I see a horned grebe in breeding plumage. And this one was the most handsome one I've ever seen. It was the most cooperative one I ever seen. It swam back and forth about 30-meter stretch in Boat Harbor and stayed around for quite some time. So we'll see some very nice horned grebe pictures. We'll also see some red-necked grebe pictures. We get red-necked grebes maybe every other year, usually juveniles. And this last year we got a wonderful adult. Its home must be Seattle or Anchorage or something, because it was very comfortable around people. The photographers were like paparazzi taking pictures of it. And so that's in there. And then the Clarks and Western grebes will be in this Grieb Finale. And they had spectacular breeding success this year at Santa Margarita Lake, and they haven't for some time. That success was wonderful for the birds. They had chicks for the first time in several years. Wonderful for the photographers. Their nests were moderately close to shore, situated such that there's some fantastic morning light to utilize, and spectacular behavior for us to document. And the birds seem completely undisturbed by the humans watching them, and they were all interacting with each other. It's just marvelous. So we'll end with the grebes. Before we have the grebes, there'll be a short bit of thank yous, heartfelt thank yous, some photos of the photographers with a favorite photo of mine that they took, a chance for you to realize more fully that there's a lot of people taking a lot of wonderful pictures, and a chance for you to see them. And before, let's see if I can. Yes, there we go. We end with the Grebes. There'll be some thank yous, and before the thank yous, there'll be some May pictures. The May pictures could have gone with March and April, but that made it too long, so they got stuck here. And in May, there's really two quite noteworthy May things. The first one up is the Indigo Bunting. It's on the screen right now. Gorgeous bird. I got some lovely pictures of it. And then the bird following that is a mountain quail. And the mountain quail is by Marlon Harms. It's spectacular. It's the first time it's been in Birds of SLO program. And it's here all the time. It's just incredibly difficult to get pictures of. And Marlon got not only pictures, but great pictures. So there'll be that. Okay, I think then we're set to go. If Oliver is out there, start the music and let's watch some fantastic finale here. Oliver. There he is. He's muted right now and not playing. Okay. The those are just awesome. I meant to say that the breeding success of the Grebes last year was notable in many of the previous years. I think because of the drought in the lake that they breed, the water level is constantly dropping. And if that's constantly dropping, they build their nests in very shallow water. So last year was a successful year for the Grebes for the first time in a long time. And I am finished. So I thank everyone so much for tuning in. I hope you had a great time, and golly, I enjoyed it a great deal, but I'm ready to turn over, I hope, to Dave Tyra, who will moderate questions if you have questions, I think.
Hi, Dave. Thank you so much. That was just, again, just amazing. So, and the piano, Oliver, thank you so much. It was just, I'm just overwhelmed by how good this was. It was just amazing. Anyway, if anyone has a question and they want to post it in chat, go ahead. Well, we have a great comments in here about how amazing everything was, Dave. It doesn't look like anybody has a question. One question is this recorded? And the answer is yes, it is recorded, and it will be put up on the Morro Coast Audubon YouTube channel by tomorrow afternoon.
I'm good if there are no questions, so.
Hey, I see a question in the chat that says, does Oliver have a CD that can be purchased? Oliver?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't currently have any physical CDs, but you can find a little bit of music on streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music. I don't have much out right now. There's just a small Christmas EP, but there will be more coming soon. So if you look up my name, you'll find some things.
One question is would anyone care to describe their digital photography workflow?
I try to look plain when I'm taking pictures of birds.
Workflow. What do you do with the digital photographs?
What?
The workflow of digital photographs.
I don't know how to answer that. I play with them. I usually underexpose, so after I'm playing with them, I brighten them up a little bit. I don't do much fancy stuff. I don't know how to do fancy stuff.
One question also is is it possible to label the locations of the photos?
I remember where I took most of the photos that I have. I do not ask the other contributing photographers for the location of the shots that they took, but name a bird and I can pretty much name a place. Maybe I should add that to to the credit stuff that I do is do more with where the birds were located. That marvelous Horned Grebe was in the marina area in Morro Bay, and it swam back and forth between the kayaks and the boats, and it's just amazing.
How long do you need to hang out for a great photo, and what kind of equipment do you use?
It's really variable. There are times and situations where you want to find a place and just stop moving to let the birds adjust to you. What was the question again? Help me. What am I?
What equipment do you use?
Oh, I, as a concession to getting older, have shifted away from the heavy camera equipment that I still own, and I have a quite lighter weight Nikon camera that I use and enjoy having, and can tote it around for longer periods of time and not get tired from it. Does that answer? I'm pretty fuddled here, folks.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
try.
Dave, I just want to say, you know, I don't know if you saw the chat, but there were 184 computer screens tuned in. So this was, I think, a record for Morro Coast Audubon's Zoom videos.
Excellent, excellent. I'm so happy people were watching, and what I know is that the bird photos were great. Those contributing photographers, I tell you, it's great photos. The music was great, and I just, boy, I'm a mess because I'm way more nervous than I wish I was, but that's the way it goes.
Well, I just want to thank you so much, and I'll turn it over to Judy at this point.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I was really impressed with everything. Everybody did a great job. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you, Dave Keeling, and thank you to all of the photographers. We have a wealth of gorgeous birds, a wealth of wonderful top photographers, and a wealth of great volunteers in this community. So thank you all. Please remember, go to Morro Coast Audubon and click the donate button if you feel so moved. And I hope it's programs like this that help you all love birds a little more deeply.